Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He's going to hand this off. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And, okay, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami has, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's swirling by the defense.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Can he make it to the marker? Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still
lofting it toward the left sideline. Catch made wide open way downfield. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Miami offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Trucks through the defender. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stout defense. They stuff him from this angle. I don't think he got the first down.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. He'll hand it off. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout for you.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Ball handed off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And the Ducks looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And that run produces a decent gain.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
stopped on third down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this has been tough to watch. So disappointing. They just can't punch it in. They're that close on third down, and the offensive line gets dominated at the line of scrimmage, and you tackle behind the line. Oh, my gosh. Chris, the question is, are they going to go for it here on fourth down, or are they just going to take the points?
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. It'll be a 24-yard attempt. Should be automatic. This one is right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You've got a chance to make a huge... Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the catch downfield. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Solid game, moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Handoff to the back. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown for the U.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point makes it a 4-point game.
Miami 14, Oregon 10.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one will be fair caught. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tailback with another carry. Football comes out. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Good enough for first down yardage.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running by this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have with his running back position.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. A quick juke. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun handoff here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Catch made on the right side. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st half.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Finds room at the 30. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning in this close 1st half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. And the running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The PAT puts him up 3. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. Running right through tacklers. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, with good coverage that time. Canes offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They're going to run it here. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy. The receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. They make the stop just short of the mark, which is getting fourth down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on fourth and inches in their own territory. They'll hand it off. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Canes will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. And they get the second half started with a running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Running play called on third and short. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on. For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this third down. We'll see what happens with the decision on fourth down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's caught. It's Horton. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Linebackers making some adjustments now. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's a quick grab. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. The Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick pressure, they've got him down for a sack.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. And big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with it, to be honest. But the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. I can go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
Makes a nice move there. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead. Tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
The Ducks will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And this one marked down at the 20.
Boy, all the return team had to do was secure the ball, get the ball to their own offense, and with this lead, work the clock. Instead, a fumble, a big turn of events, and now their opponent is still alive.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's found some room at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Corton. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Pass caught. Second down now. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Now someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Goes it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Corton. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And the Canes are on the move here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. The Canes are going to cash in this red zone trip. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
That's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, that's positive yards on first and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game. Critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
On second and goal, they hand it to him again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Yeah, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And he drops back in the gun. Touchdown, Miami. And they'll claim the fourth-quarter lead. Extra point try coming now. PAT up and good, so the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense is back. together a positive drive here. He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got it probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. So late in this 4-point game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the first down. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 30. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Hurricanes looking to cash in this red zone trip. And now the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And tackled there by the defense.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Canes come into the final minute of play just hoping to run the clock out. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. is moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Canes. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Point after, not quite through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to root this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he's got his man open downfield. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after the incompletion on 1st down. Down he goes. A sack. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and...
Big gain. Catch made at the 30. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back. But I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And he'll set up to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And the single back takes the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That's